into game number one. To the bottom left hand side we have our Blues player. He is Ragnarok. First time we're seeing both of these players today, of course, at the moment. And we're actually going to be watching this man's 4 games in a row right now. So we're going to be starting with Bunny Ragnarok. This is Bunny, top right hand side. Then in some order we're going to be seeing Bunny versus Maxed, Creator and Innovation as well. So that's going to be happening. That's how we're going to be rolling here today. On this fabulous Saturday, we're going to be live all day long, casting for you guys. All the way through until tonight, we're going to be casting the WardiTV Christmas Invitational qualifiers. So, again, we should be going for, like, yeah, the other day when we did this, it was like a 10.5 to 11 hour stream. Today should be no different. 10.5 to 11 hours of StarCraft 2, hopefully, providing the qualifier goes on a decent amount of time, but it should be good. We've got 10 best of 3s to cast here initially. It's just going to be full day of StarCraft 2, so hopefully you guys are buckled down. Hopefully you guys don't have too many social plans here on Saturday, or hopefully if you do have them, they can also involve watching StarCraft, because we've got some great matches coming up, and it's just going to be a busy week. Tomorrow I'm going to be casting the 2018 has left the game Group D. That's going to be me with the following players. Well, we have to replace one of them, but currently confirmed Alive, Björn, Rogue, and Time. So just trying to fix up one of the players and get the replacement for them. So yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. Then I'm also going to be casting on WardiTV in the evening. On Monday, I'm going to be casting on WardiTV in the evening as well. Then on Tuesday, we're going to be having... Tuesday and Wednesday, we're back to the 2018 has left the game. Going to be having the group stages of that for Europe. Then on Thursday, we're going to do the Kung Fu Cup into the WardiTV Christmas Invitational Group A. Friday, there's going to be even more StarCraft 2, as we have, I think, the WardiTV Christmas Invitational Group B. Saturday, I have a day off. Sunday is going to be more action. It's just action everywhere, is my point that I'm trying to make. So, hopefully you guys are all hyped up. Hopefully you guys are ready for it. It's going to be fun. Loads of StarCraft 2 this December. And, yeah, I appreciate you joining us for it. First trooper arrives across the map as Bunny starts to apply some pressure. Is Creator after this? Let me check the schedule. No, after this we'll have Bunny versus Innovation. So actually the next Creator match will be our 5th series of the day. So we're going to be doing Ragnarok versus Bunny, Bunny versus Innovation, Bunny versus Maxed, then Bunny versus Creator. Then we're going to go into the other 5 matches as well, and go from there. We'll still have Maxed versus Ragnarok, Creator Maxed, Ragnarok Creator, Ragnarok Innovation, and Maxed versus Innovation to be played out. So that's the current plan. Obviously things might change as we are live and just kind of going with it as we get information, etc. And if any players suddenly have an issue or so, we might have to change things up, but that is currently the plan. A couple of Hellions going to come chasing the circling away, as this early game TvZ is not too crazy at all. Reacted Hellions with a 1-1-1 setup. The starport a little bit misplaced there on the tech lab. And you see that starport dropping down. Banshee and the cloak coming up as we get this going. Wardy, will you be doing any reruns on your day off? It's one of your few days off. I don't usually do reruns, but the VODs are always available. I might stream on Saturday. So the original reason I wasn't streaming on Saturday is because we were going to have... I was having a housewarming party. But basically, it turns out that I managed to pick one day, which is just terrible for absolutely everybody in existence. So at this rate, we just might not do... I might just cancel that or whatever and stream and rearrange the groups a little bit. But I don't know. I might still have it as a day off. But I might do some streaming through the day, which I wasn't originally planning to do or something. I don't know. It's still a work in progress. I don't know, life stuff, man. Trying to get your friends to actually come to things. Yeah. Not easy. Hellions running around. You see the Banshee is on the way up, and Overlord just hanging out overhead as well. So there's 6 Hellions, with 2 more coming over, going to make it 8 in total. And again, 8 Hellions with a couple of Banshees. Getting ready to start pressing forwards here as Hellions are going to morph up into Hellbats. They're going to press in towards this 3rd base. He's taking a little bit of damage, and again, Hellbat's just going to come in with this. And there's not really much preparation at all for Ragnarok to deal with this. And finally the Zerglings show up, and the Queen's already starting to go down. It's obviously kind of painful. And the Queen's backed away towards the Spore Claw, so they're a little bit safer against the Banshee if it comes over, but the Hellbats alone basically had them backed into a corner. And when you're backed into a corner like this with the Queens, probably isn't going to end well for you, and that's kind of what's happening right here. As you see that Spore now and burrowing can't actually reburrow because the Hellbats have it stuck. Ragnarok was just not prepared at all. He's trying to go into this very fast Spire, and okay, sure, if you get the Spire up, you get some meters out, they're going to kill everything here, but I mean, to actually get the Spire up right now is very difficult. Drones are building on the third base still, they're rallying over to the third base still, so this is actually just going from bad to worse. This hatchery just continues to drop, and Bunny picks up a very simple game number 1 in this best of 3. Frazzled at the moment, so give it a little while and she'll turn out okay. I don't feel bad anyways, I just feel, you know, not 100% I suppose. Anyways guys, to the bottom right hand side we have got our red Zerg player from Sightstorm Gaming. This is Ragnarok. Going up against the blue Terran player. To the top left hand side we have Bunny. So Bunny takes the lead in the series, and we'll see if he just goes for the Hellbats once again. I mean, it's pretty plain, it's pretty simple, it's pretty basic. Ragnarok has to be just a little bit more on top of things this time. Because, I mean, Bunny did nothing fancy in that last game. This is an attack that's meant to pressure, force units, get a couple queen kills, etc. And it just got absolutely spiraled out of control. And, boom, just suddenly everything went wrong. The game overload, scouting around for potential proxies and so on, not going across the map at all, which is intriguing, I guess. Just kind of spreading themselves out and figuring out where they might want to go. Meanwhile, Spawning Pool comes up here from Ragnarok, so getting that ready. By the way, is our Bit Boss fixed? Bit Boss broke the other day, and then it just hasn't. Has it just not come back? Let me try and figure this out. That's not the one. I want to do this one. I want to try and fix this. Oh, sorry. Right click. Apply. No. Is Bitboss just completely dead? Is that a thing? I don't think so. No, it is. It's just dead. Huh. It's so weird. Oh well, Bitboss is still a little bit dead for the moment. So it'd be worth checking out again, because it was dead last week, and I just thought maybe it'd be back up now. Anyways, sorry. Everybody is coming across, and there's obviously starting to dance with the Zerglings to see what it can get up to. WootXX, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. You're our first subscriber of the day. You're going to be our first decoration on the tree today as well. Thank you so much for WootXX. Got some love in the chat for that Twitch Prime early on here in our second game of our second series. Reaper does get taken down. Sub, hi boo! Hi boo indeed. We're actually approaching 400 subscribers. It's going pretty well at the moment, which is awesome. Getting back up towards 400. We want to keep on that. Again, I said I'd really like to try and end the year on 500 subs, but if that doesn't happen, that's completely fine. That's okay. Shit, you know, that's just life. But I really want to, you know, push it as hard as we can. Start 2019 strong. 2019, I really don't have as many like offline casting gigs lined up like I did in 2018, and I really feel like 2019 I'm just gonna be able to stream literally forever. Like, I completely plan to just stream so much, and especially with moving my studio into my apartment rather than having to drive to my studio, it's going to be so much more productive for me. You know, it means I can just sort of, if I just want to do like a quick few hours of like variety streaming or something, like, you know, like the other day I was playing like the new Spyro remake. I mean, that'd be kind of fun to stream, you know, kind of chill, hang out, and I know that's not what all of you guys are interested in. I know a lot of you guys are here to watch the StarCraft and, you know, enjoy that, but I think things like that are very positive because they also just help to branch out a little bit, and they can be a bit of fun, and it lets people who want to know me a little bit better get to know me a little bit better rather than when I'm just casting. So, you know, it's just going to be very good in general, and it means that I'll be able to, like, if I just want to hop on and play a few games of ladder, I'll actually just be able to hop on and play a few games of ladder. Like, I don't have to drive somewhere, start the stream, ladder, you know what I mean. So, yeah, I'm really excited for it. Although, my internet doesn't get installed until January, so fuck me, right? I was telling you guys about this internet thing the other day, but they finally called me up and they were like, hey, our first appointment's in January. And I was like, well, that's not too great, is it? Because it's not even the end of the first week of December. And they were like, I was like, it seems like you're not a very good internet company. They didn't like that, so maybe they're going to fix it, but they said they genuinely can't. Queens this time get the first Banshee very quickly. Sorry guys, my throat is a little bit rough, and that's why I'm coughing a little bit here. Apologies if that's distracting from the cast at all. Huh. Let me try and drink some water. Maybe that'll help. Hellions just backing away after a couple of creep teamers got picked up. 10 more drones about to pop up here. There's that armory coming through still. That's going to be finishing in just a moment or so. Meanwhile, Spire dropping down from Ragnarok as well on the back of the main base. So, getting that Spire set up. Banshee, a couple of Hellions, Cyclone, Infernal Pre-Igniter, all on the way through at the moment. And this is, of course, going to be mech from him. It's going to be Hellion Cyclone. Going in towards the Magfield Accelerator upgrade at the moment. A few Queens coming up, just push and poke those units back as well. There's a little bit of damage there. Banshees again being pushed away. Hellions also taking quite a few hits, and again, just going to be seeing the Banshees are going to move on around to somewhere else, and well, you know, even just finding some creep tumors here is always a nice little something. So getting a couple of creep tumor kills, not bad at all at the moment. Just those Queens coming up to push those Banshees away. On the bottom side, these Hellions and Bunny are still just using the map, seeing what they can get up to, trying for a bit of a surround there, but not quite finding it at the moment. Unfortunately, Bunny just a little bit too good with those Hellions, moving them around nicely. Gets quite a few things damaged there. Now, once again, Ragnarok's gone into the Spire, so he'll go into some mutas, and then he will have missile upgrades behind it. So he's going to go mutas into a roach switch. That's going to be pretty good against mech, actually, because if you look at the style that Bunny is playing as well, yes, Cyclones can lock on and kill mutas, but the mutas will be very good at chasing down these Banshees for a while. They can definitely jump into bases and harass. And if the roach is coming up behind it, there is still that solidify. It's not like he's trying to play Ling Bane meter where, okay, the meters do okay, but then all of a sudden, oh my god, it's, you know, Lings and Banes against tanks and whatever else. This wasn't good, flying the first couple of meters over the army, of course. The Cyclones locking on there, doing a decent job. But with the Banshees, with the roaches coming up, a few Banes coming in to help out, actually, I feel pretty confident about this, perhaps. The Overseer was locked onto by a Cyclone. It just survives. I get a feeling it won't survive too much longer, although the Transfuse will come down on it, keeping that detection alive at the moment. These units are starting to be back into a corner with the roaches here. They're going to get a few kills on this. No roach speeds. They can't quite capitalize as much as Ragnarok might like to. Man, those mutas got absolutely destroyed, though, by the way. I feel like the mutas did absolutely nothing in this game. One SCV's been killed, and he lost 5 mutalisks. Yeah, that was not pretty. So the mutas really didn't do much, and that's the biggest issue for Ragnarok now. I mean, this is nice, chases down a Cyclone, but that's really about to cost him even then 2 more mutalisks. That is a shame. So that's what, 9 mutalisks or so that didn't do anything. Now imagine if 1,000 gas was just built into more roaches that were just tacking up in towards Hydras. That would have been crazy. That's so much difference compared to where we are, where we're at now. Ragnarok, I just thought he was going to do more with the Mutalisks, I'm not going to lie. And if he does do more with the Mutalisks there, he gets into such a better position. Roach's just pushing forward, so I mean, there's no siege tanks or anything up just yet. The Banshee's actually one of the main parts of pushing this away and really kind of being the kind of big damage output on the Roaches. Yes, the Cyclones do well, and the Hellbats are good for tanking. But in terms of actually really dealing damages very quickly to Roaches, the Banshees really are going to be one of the key features. And that's why we see a few Corruptors coming up here from Ragnarok, knowing he's going to need some sort of anti-air to just stand up and fight against those Banshees, stop them from just kind of raining down free damage from up in the skies. And getting a little bit more crew spread, just being picked off out in the center. Lings are going to come around the top side. Does the new Transfuse feel like it's absolute garbage because of how OP the old one was, or is it just terrible? I mean, I think the reality is it's a nerf, right? So it's always going to feel bad. I don't think the Transfuse is still a bad ability. It's still, you know, you can still stack them. It's just not as effective. I think the ability is much better set right now in the game. I mean, it was actually insane before how good Transfuse was if you think about it. Like 50 energy and you can heal 125 hit points, and you can stack it. And it comes from a unit that you want to be building anyways. Like, it was insanely good. Now I think it's so much better placed in the game right now. I know it's obviously going to feel shitty for Zerg players, like, I think that's obvious. But I really think like, in the long run, it's going to be so much better for the game, because it opens up a lot more choices against Zerg. And that's only going to help the game be more, you know, full of variety and just change up the, you know, the games that we see. It doesn't stack. I mean, you can't stack the heal over time. But you can still throw down multiple transfuses to mass heal something if you're in a desperation attempt. Which, yes, isn't ideal, obviously, because you're missing out on the heal over time, but you still have that option to some extent. Obviously, it is straight up worse all around, so I'm not going to try and deny that. Anyways, here we go. These Cyclones and Hellions going to be jumped onto. As you see a few Banes crashing into this as well. The Corruptors have not got an Overseer to get rid of those Banshees. Okay, there's the Overseer, but I feel like he's going to get locked onto and killed almost instantly. They'll pull away that Overseer, but it doesn't matter. A little bit too late. As Bunny and Ragnarok are both actually taking pretty big losses to this army. Yeah, actually taking a little bit more shots. Again, Corruptor's still backing away, and again, just missed out on the Overseers to really come in here and do something about this. Now all the Corruptors go down, so Ragnarok loses his ability to shut down Banshees. So his Banshees could just come in and shut down those Ravagers. I mean, there's no reason to keep pulling them back any longer, but maybe Ragnarok, or Bunny, sorry, didn't quite realize that yet. He's up to 4 bases with a 5th, just finishing in production as well. Whereas Ragnarok's on 4 bases, unable to get a 5th up because of the pressure coming in from Bunny. It's a pretty good map for Terran players, honestly. He's coming around. You've got this high ground you can utilize and stuff like that. And there you go. Queen coming forwards, gets taken down. Roaches, Ravagers, a few Banelings as well. We'll continue to come on through this and see what they can get up to. Holy shit. That is a donation and something, isn't it? Well, give me a moment, we'll get to that. As right now we do have these Roaches and Ravagers continue to fight and push this away. Bunny, though, has the Banshees up in the sky, and they are continuing to deal so much damage, pushing down Ravager and Roach after Roach. Hellions and Cyclones coming through the center of the map to reinforce this, and it really feels though as the Swift base gets taken down yet again, it really feels as though this is going to be pretty much kind of heading towards game over. Ragnarok is in a very difficult position with not a lot to play with. His run-bys are getting shut down, and his army composition of Bunny, the Banshee, Hellion, Cyclone, is working so well. It's super mobile, it's super efficient, it's really, really difficult to deal with, isn't it? It's really difficult to deal with. Crazy. Why is Bunny being getting weapon upgrades over armor? Yeah, I actually agree that is kind of silly. Armor upgrades here are so much better because the Cyclones don't benefit from weapon upgrades on their lock-on, which is obviously the most important thing. And the Banshees don't benefit from weapon upgrades, so it's really upgrading the Hellions. And, I mean, armor upgrades just do so much better because then your units stay alive so much longer, and the lock-ons do more damage because units are staying alive even longer. So it makes a lot more sense to go armor over weapons. So, yeah, I'm not sure why Bunny went for the weapon upgrades to begin with. Maybe he planned to do a different style, but then, I mean, why is he on +3 weapons so fast, right? Yeah, it's definitely strange. It's definitely not what we've been seeing lately. Cyclones locking on again, still just finding so much value with this. I mean, Bunny has to be so careful, pretty much always pulling backwards, but, I mean, he's always pulling backwards, just trade off, trade through so well. That's going to be seen. The Cyclones continue to come down. Roaches continue to be picked off. And again, more Ravagers going down as well. Bunny will grab game number 2.